What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another video. Now, I am quite positive that probably about 99% of you guys have spent a ton of time on Amazon. And on Amazon, they have fishing gear, outdoor related products, and they have hunting products. So just the other day, I stayed up really late just scrolling through the craziness that is hunting Amazon. And I found a few items this year that are a little ridiculous, to say the least. But I care not about how ridiculous these items are. I only care about unboxing these items and then judging them fairly in a real life hunting scenario. So, Lord willing, by the end of this video, we will have an opportunity to actually take down a white-tailed deer or some other species, I don't know, and have ourselves a successful Amazon hunt. Also, ladies and gentlemen, before we start unboxing, I am proud to announce that my company, Bravo Energy Pouches, is now proudly made in the US of A, and our new flavor, Sour Gummy Worm, has dropped. It has broken every sales record that we had at Bravo Energy Pouches, and now you can subscribe and join Bravo Club, which gives you free benefits, perks, early access to new flavors, free shipping. Plus, when you're subscribed to Bravo Club, you never will run out of your favorite flavor. I'll put a link right at the top of the description. Now let's get to unboxing. Jesus, easy. Already got one busted package. Now before, God, I'm losing it. Before we open these Amazon packages, who remembers the miniature bow from last year's Amazon hunting video? For those of you that forgot, just let me demonstrate. Boom! This miniature bow even came with a little set of arrows and actual little broadheads in there. Let's move it back a little bit. Okay, now we're at like a solid 2 yards. I'm not saying we can shoot a squirrel with this thing and actually take it down, but I'm not saying we can't. All right, final shot. I'm gonna get down there. I'm gonna get further away. Okay, I'm probably like 5 yards away. Oh, there's no way. This thing just ricocheted off the top of the box that I was aiming at into the wall. I'm leaving it there. I'm just saying, guys, some of this Amazon gear is in fact pretty legitimate. We got the old Primo's Hunting, the can. The old estrus deer bleat. I like the sound of that thing. That is what the old can looks like. Ooh, that was a good one. You just flip it over and then just slowly flip it back. I'm not gonna lie to you, that's a silly sound that always makes me chuckle, even though that's probably pretty accurate. In fact, Andrew always used to have one of these with him when we were on hunting trips, so he would always throw a little every now and again out there for me. I don't know, has anybody used these things before? I mean, what is your thoughts on them? Are they legit? Oh my gosh, thank goodness. I need to be a little bit safer when I'm in the woods these days. Just imagine this face just appearing in the woods all of a sudden underneath an orange halo of weirdness. That's everybody's worst nightmare. Tell me we got a low light mode. There's no low light mode. What am I thinking? These little beanies, like you can knock them if you want, and they do kind of feel goofy when you're wearing them and using them, but they are super convenient. Waterproof lighter. Definitely look the part. Let me guess they're empty. That would be the most hilarious thing of all time. Well, the black one's empty, but check this one out. Like a little beam of energy. That is wild. That's crazy. It was burning right through that cardboard. Dang, freaking laser beams in this. Now, it's supposed to be waterproof, right? That's the whole thing. See if she fires back up. Is it? It's got that USB-C port right there, so you can literally just charge it up. And it's orange too, so if you drop this one, you have a slight chance of recovering it. Oh, that's the zoom in. Okay, I'm actually gonna hold on to that. We might need that later on in the video. I found a, not necessarily cheap, but budget-friendly backpack. Check this bad boy out. It's not the ugliest thing I've ever seen in the world as far as backpacks go. And look at this, they knew what I needed. They got a little compass right there on the chest strap for little lost boys like me. Oh, hold on a second. It's got the little belly strap, it's got the side saddle pockets. I don't know if it's any good, but it's gonna be our hunting bag for the day. Go ahead and put my trusty lighter in there. I can put my bleed in there too. I'm a little thirsty. Bruh. It's a 12 gauge shotgun shell thermos, but clearly I don't know how thermoses work. I thought you could just drink right out of them. Moving on. You guys should know, when we do a challenge like this, I have to buy at least one of these gigantic, super loaded survival kits. And there's some pretty sick Velcro patches on the front, dude. That instantly makes this purchase worth it. This thing feels like it is just chock full of gear. Oh yeah, we are stacked up and sacked up. I am not overstating it when I say this is the best survival kit I have ever seen in my life. First aid kit, bandages, emergency shelter, entrenching tool, spare 550 cord, glow lights, poncho, a bag for your phone, an instrument to cut limbs and trees, a compass. Look at this thing. It's like a hammer hatchet combo that also like turns, it looks like it expands and it has like multi-tool options in there as well. Emergency fork with a last minute bear whistle. When us fat boys are eating, if we get disturbed, we have to let everybody know that it's a dire situation. I'll be damned if I'm about to get caught slipping by a bear while I'm eating my stew. I saved the biggest package for last because this was not only the priciest item, but it's also the most controversial. I have not bought too many guns on Amazon before in my life. In fact, only one before to be exact. So this is my second gun ever purchased off Amazon. Oh shoot, son. It's a SIG. Guys, check out this SIG Sauer MCX pellet rifle, 177 caliber. I'm not quite sure what that means, but by golly, I'm gonna look like an operator with this thing. Oh, this is actually one of the most powerful CO2 powered pellet rifles out there on the internet that I've seen. Definitely powerful enough to bring down something small. It even comes with a scope in there as well. For those of you guys curious, I think we spent a total of like between $500 and $600 on all this gear. So, I don't want to pressure anybody or anything, but if you wanted to maybe purchase a can of Bravo energy pouches, maybe that wouldn't be the worst idea in the whole world. You don't have to buy this can of Bravo energy pouches. Just consider getting a different bundle or product on the website. It's okay, girl. Somebody's gonna buy you one day, I promise. I don't know about you guys, but after unboxing all that stuff, I am fired up and ready to go, and I think we all know exactly what we need to do next. I'm gonna take all of this gear that we just unboxed, I'm gonna pack it up in our new hunting backpack. I'm also gonna take the new weaponry out of the package, get the scope on there. We're gonna get that weapon dialed in together really quickly, and then we are gonna head out for the evening. And I'm hoping this is all gonna culminate in a successful deer hunt a little bit later on in the video. All right, boys and girls, let's get after it. Woo! Well, that's what that bad boy looks like out of the package. And if I'm speaking honestly, this thing feels a lot sturdier than a normal pellet gun. It sounds like a legit weapon. When you just hold it in your hand, and if I was walking down the street with this, you might not know that it wasn't legit. As far as pellet guns go, we shall see. Let's just see if we're on paper here. Dang, this thing's got some pop to it. You really could take down some small game with this thing. Okay, so it looks like we're shooting down to the right just a little bit. Let me see if I can make some quick scope adjustments here. I'm not sure that made any difference whatsoever. Okay, well, Okay. no matter which way I adjust the scope, it's just bringing it down, so. Well, I wouldn't say this thing is necessarily zeroed, but I am ready to move on with this mission. That means we need to grab our bag. It's stuffed full of gear. Let's go find a place to make camp. I've been walking with this little gun backpack on, although I will say it is a lot more comfortable carrying the gun on my back in this pack. Unless you're humping through the mountains or like a very specific situation where you would need your gun on your back, I always prefer to have my gun either slung on my chest or just have it in my hands, you know? Here you go, you can get a better angle of it now. It's got that little bottom pouch that holds the butt of your gun. It's not really something that's necessary, but there's probably a situation where you just want your gun on your back for a while. And no, I haven't had to use my compass yet. Going the wrong way. Looks like a campsite to me. I think the first thing we're gonna need is the entrenching tool. Oh man, look at that. It's even got a pick on one side, and then it's got your typical like spade, shovel, then like saw blade as well. I'm thinking I can probably use this emergency shelter, but I can tie from this tree all the way to probably that little tree right there. And this could be like a little bedding area, like a lay down area. Well, there you go. Now, is it crudely built? Sure. There's a 550 cord, just a simple little line straight to another tree over there. Just got some sticks kind of weighing it down to keep it shape. Realistically, this is a survival shelter. It would not need to be pretty at all for this to save your life. Let's give her a shot. Okay. It's already pretty warm in this little emergency survival blanket thing. And if I could close up that end, which I easily could do, that would kind of like make it like almost like a sleeping bag slash tent. Start stacking a little bit of dead dry wood and some kindling and stuff right here. Because next order of business in a survival situation is we need to make a fire. I don't even know if these are dry enough to burn. Now we know we've got our little waterproof laser lighter thing. See if we can get this thing started the old-fashioned way. Man, this thing is giving off some crazy good spark. I think everything is just so wet. I don't even know if this lighter is gonna catch this stuff on fire. Ow, my eyeballs. And we have a fire. Got me some big logs for once the fire actually catches and we get some coals, but right now I'm feeling pretty good. Now that we got camp set up and a raging fire going to come home to, I think we need to grab the new gat, do a little walk around the woods. Now, the last time I went traipsing around through this particular part of my property, we actually stumbled upon a bobcat. Well, I thought it was a bobcat in the moment. Turns out it was just like a stray cat or something, I don't know. I didn't shoot it. Oh, dude, this is such a cool spot. So I can barely see the backyard pond through the woods right there, but we're pretty far away. This is where the spring, oh, guys, there was a fish right there. If I didn't know any better, I'd think that was a bass. What the heck? You can see where the water is actually coming out of the earth. It's just fresh earth water is just bubbling out from beneath the surface. And that is the spring creek that feeds our pond 24/7. It's what keeps the pond healthy. So we set out on a little foot patrol through the woods on my property with the air rifle, looking for any sparrows, snakes, bobcats, or any other smaller game that we could try to take down. Now, unfortunately, we didn't really see anything to shoot, but that was okay because we were ready to move on to the next phase of our mission. Oh, dang. Fire went out. What was that? Got him. So obviously the next step in this video is we need to go put some time in doing some actual whitetail deer hunting. There was only one problem. So it turns out that trying to hunt whitetail deer in your backyard is actually pretty difficult. I have spent the last 2 months sitting in my mobile deer hunting blind that's pointing down at a deer feeder, a pond, a ton of natural timber and water flow. But due to a bunch of stuff that I can't control, this season has been dead. Like, I have seen nothing in the backyard that I can shoot. I also realized my tire was flat on the mobile hunting blind. That's okay, we're taking care of it. We are about to load this puppy up onto the ATV, go ahead and haul her to a different location because I cannot continue to stare down this valley and not see anything. There it is. Like a glove. Come on, girl. Yep, there it is. Are you on there? Oh, there it is. Now, although we haven't had any luck, we haven't seen anything to shoot, that's okay. We built this mobile hunting blind on a trailer for the sole purpose of being able to move it when times get tough. And times are pretty dang tough right now. So we're gonna take advantage of the ability that we have to move this stand, and we are gonna hunt a new location. Now I'm actually heading right down the road from my house, some property that we actually used to own. The people that we ended up selling it to were the same people who we bought it from originally, so we have a really good relationship with them, and they extended an invitation to me to come hunt a small piece of their property. We have to take it nice and slow because this thing, oh. God, it sounded like the roof just came off. Yikes. Now this field is mainly used as a dove hunting field for the current owners. They don't really deer hunt it a whole lot. There's quite a few hay bales in this field. This big old mobile hunting blind kind of looks like a hay bale to a deer, maybe. So I think I've identified the hay bale that I can post up next to and give me a shot at laying down a deer this season. Oh yeah. Let's just hop in here real quick. Might have to angle her a little bit different, but this right here will work. I like that. Ton of deer tracks all up in here. This is a high percentage area, you gotta feel like. God, that scrape gets me so excited, oh my gosh. And we're in perfect line of sight from where the stand is to be able to hunt the scrape. There's no more excuses for me at this point. I'm ready for some meat in the freezer. I am officially out of deer meat. You don't just run out of meat in the freezer, you understand? Like, that's bad. I start getting hangry and people suffer, mainly myself, because I have seasonal depression. But I know what would cure a good bout of seasonal depression, and that is laying down a whitetail deer. I really hope we can get it done. I will see you guys at our first sit. All right, we are heading over to the DIY mobile hunting blind in its new location. Oh yeah, I totally forgot about this Blood Hunter special blood flashlight that I got on Amazon last year. And if we shoot a deer or anything tonight, we're gonna use this bad boy to track it out there in the woods. It's so nice to have a different view this evening. Although I do miss looking at the backyard pond, but that's all good. The sun is gonna set right in our face, so that's gonna be unpleasant for a little while, but once it gets behind those trees, we're gonna be good. Everybody's getting frisky tonight, except me. Just like high school all over again. Just had a deer step out. I don't know. We just took a shot. I don't know how good it was. Oh my gosh, we dropped her. She dropped right there. Let's go. Boys and girls, I don't think we need to wait too long to make this deer recovery. I don't know if we're gonna need the bloodlight this evening. White belly. There we go. Not a monster doe, but definitely a nice one. Oh man, I appreciate you, girl. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that was such a clean shot too. High shoulder, right there. That's where old neighbor Daryl tells me to put it. He says high shoulders is go-to because it just lays them down. You don't have to do a track job. Look how close she was to the woods. Yes. Yeah, so this little blood hunter light, let's see what it looks like. Yep, that is how it looks. I mean, it's just purple. Although, I mean, we're not looking at a blood trail, so a little bit of a different story. God, this deer didn't even bleed, man. That's crazy. I'm glad she did just lay over because I don't think there's just no blood on the ground at all. Meat in the freezer secured. Now we just got to get this bad boy taken down to the old processor and I can turn in for the evening. That was an exciting hunt. I thought it was over. Like all the light, pretty much all the light was gone. We had probably like 1 or 2 minutes of visible light visibility, you know, shooting visibility left. And that deer just happened to step out and there you go. I thought it might have been a spike, so I was really relieved when I saw it was just, you know, a doe. It was probably a younger doe, but still a mature, full-grown doe. So I'm really happy about that. Let's get her down to the old processor. It has been a couple of weeks since we dropped that deer off at the processor, and look at what we got back. All of this beautiful, wonderful hamburger deer meat. I think we got like 20-something pounds of meat off of that one deer, which is a pretty good haul for a deer that size. I am never mad about getting some deer meat in the freezer. In this Amazon hunting gear video with a successful hunt. My only successful deer hunt of this season, as it turns out. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you did. Hit the thumbs up button if you did. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.